Hola, en este video vamos a hablar de los direct object pronouns and indirect object pronouns, los objetos de directo. Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll edit that out. Hola, en este video vamos a hablar de los direct object pronouns and indirect object pronouns. So, we're going to compare using this table below. In the last box, you'll provide some information that we cover in this video, as well as complete the activity. So, let's get started. Direct object nouns receive the action of the verb directly. The pronouns replace the already mentioned noun. Remember, pronouns replace a noun. Direct object pronouns work like it in English, and when the direct object noun is a person, you use the a personal. Let's see our ejemplo. ¿Lees el libro en la biblioteca? No, lo voy a leer en el pasillo. Or, no, voy a leerlo en el pasillo. So, leer or lees is our verb. El libro is the direct object noun. It's receiving the action of the verb. We replace it with one of our pronouns, me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, or las. How do we determine which one we need? Well, let's take a look. El libro es masculino y es singular, so it's lo. When it comes to placement, we have two choices. We can put it before the conjugated verb, as in lo voy, or if there are two verbs, right, as in voy a leer, we can also stick it on the end of our infinitive, voy a leerlo. So placement, if there's one verb, it goes before the conjugated verb. If we've got two, it can go in two places, before the conjugated verb or at the end of the infinitive. Let's take a look at the indirect object nouns and pronouns. Well, these indicate to whom or for whom something is done. Yeah? You are doing something for someone. That someone is the indirect object noun, and we replace it with an indirect object pronoun after we've already said that person's name. Here's our example. ¿A quién le preparas la sopa? For whom, or to whom, are you preparing this soup? Le hago la sopa a Ramón. I'm making the soup for Ramón. All right? So how did we get le? Well, because our choices are me, te, le, nos, os, and les, we see we're talking about a quién. Quién is going to not work with me, not work with te, not os or les, because those are plural. So we know it's got to be le. Also, Ramón would work kind of as él. The placement of the indirect object pronoun is before the conjugated verb. But keep in mind that you may have a clarifier or an emphasizer, because le could work for él, ella, or usted, or les could work for ellos, ellas, ustedes. Sometimes we have a statement here, such as a Ramón. We're clarifying that it's for him, Ramón. All right? So, your activity now is you have some sentences that you are going to rewrite using an indirect or direct object pronoun. And if there are two choices for placement, right, like we talked about with voy a leer, we need to write two sentences, putting that pronoun in both places it can go. All right? I hope you have fun, and hasta luego.